Welcome for today's debate about Francesca the Rimini from Dante Alighieri's Inferno, Act 5. Francesca is punished in the second circle of hell for the sin of lust, along with her lover Paolo. We have two sides today. One believes her punishment is fair, and the other believes it is not. Let's start with the opening statement.
As pro-punishment, Francesca's punishment is fair. She committed an adultery, a serious in medieval times. Wasn't an accident. She chose to betray her vows. The windows represent her lack of control. Her attempts to blame a book and love show she won't take responsibility. Dante's hell is about justice. People must face the result of their actions. Therefore, Francesca's punishment is unjust. Her suffering reflects the seriousness of her sin and the need of accountability.
Thank you. As a anti-punishment, while Francesca's technically sin, it is essential to look beyond the letter of the law and consider the context and her humanity. First, Francesca was likely forced into a political marriage common in her time, meaning her relationship lacked love and agency, and her love for Paolo, while adulterous, was genuine and mutual. Second, Dante himself is moved by her story and he faints out of pity. That moment isn't just a dramatic. So judgment or punishment, since his proportionate eternal torment for a moment of love, is that a justice?
Alright, thank you to the both of you. Now let's hear from rebuttals. Without further ado, let's get started. Francesca's story is sad, yes, but just because something is sad doesn't mean it's unfair. Dante feels sorry for her, but he still shows how dangerous sin can look beautiful. Francesca uses pretty words to hide what really happened. She blames love, she blames the book, but she never takes responsibility. She never says, I did something wrong, but instead she said, I was in love. That's not enough. Hell is for people who don't say sorry for their sins. Francesca doesn't show any regret. That makes excuses. That's why she's there. Her story is not a love story. It's a warning about what happens when we let our feelings control us and when we choose to desire over what is right. In the end, Francesca is not a victim of love. She's a prisoner of her own choices. Francesca wasn't punished for loving. She was punished for not being sorry. That's the difference between a tragedy and a justice.
We're not denying sin, we're just questioning the nature of punishment. Dante's reaction, his feeling, suggests that even he, the traveler, is disturbed by the suffering of someone whose only fault was to follow her heart. Yes, she doesn't repent in traditional terms, but her pain is obvious. She suffers. Should love, however misdirected, should be punished eternally? Her punishment is reflected by moral system, not a compassionate one.
Thank you. Let's hear from the closing statements. Francesca's punishment in hell is a result of her misplaced love, not a true love. Dante teaches us that when you love over our reason, it is lead to harm and punishment. Though Dante feels pity for her, he shown that refusing to accept responsibility keeps her trapped in hell. Francesca's punishment showed the limit of strict justice without mercy. Her call us to question blind punishment and recognize the human that even the flaws deserve understanding and not internal condemnation. Thank you to both sides for sharing their ideas. Today's debate showed us that Francesca's story is not just about punishment, but also about understanding love, choices, and fairness. Dante's Inferno reminds us about justice and mercy. You guys, which group would you like to vote for as the most persuasive team?